So I've gotten a lot of questions about how I use Webull and how to configure it, how to set up, hotkeys. This is for a day trading setup, so I'm gonna go over how I set it up. I'm gonna go over how to set up proper keys or the keys I use, and how I'm setting up the charts, which indicators I use. So I've tried a lot of the different platforms. Webull is, I'm not paid to say this, but Webull is commission free. Asterisks because you have to pay some regulatory fees. And I've tried Thinkorswim, I tried international brokers, interactive brokers. I've tried Robinhood, which was the first thing I started on. So Robinhood for day trading is obviously not a great choice. They don't have a desktop app. And I'm trading out of a cash account now just to get started with this. I've been using this for about 3 months. Anyway, so let's get on to this. So how do you create your custom setup? So this is not going to be about trading. I'm not a good trader. I'm just trying to learn. But how do you set up a screen like this? So you have all these buttons on the left here. So you are on the custom button, and you can add new layouts and close existing layouts. So let's start with a blank layout. Let's just show you real quick what I do. So I have 2 charts. I have the quote for the stock I'm looking at. I have time and sales. I have an order book for trading. I mean, you don't really need any of these. I just use hotkeys for everything. But Turbo Trader is kind of the way, or the one you set up to kind of set up all your hotkeys. That's the one you use. What else do we need? I do have positions. I know this all looks confusing at this point. There's a bunch of windows. I have, where's the news? News. And short interest. So if you know a little bit about short interest, this is, it's probably as accurate as you're going to be able to get it. But anyway, to add this to an existing window, you can just drag and move them into the same window. So you can just drag the window into another window. So your positions, then you have your code. Then I have my order book here. I have my, this is just kind of rough position here. I have a Turbo Trader, time and sales. Obviously, you can use dark mode if you like dark mode. I don't prefer it. And I do trade extended hours. So to be able to do that, you have extended hours. Just tick on the chart here, tick on the chart here. All right, so something like this. And then you can save it, just layout. So this is 15 seconds. This chart in the center here is 15 seconds. That's how I like to do it. I have 1 minute here. Zoom in and out. Just scroll wheel to change the scale. Just click and drag. And I don't use any of these buttons to buy or sell. I use hotkeys for everything. So let's add some indicators I use. I use exponential moving average. I use VBAP. And I use MACD. That's it. It's really, and then for the settings for the exponential, you can have, it's 920. I think most people use 200. And you pick the different colors for them. I like to have this one in red. Okay, MACD, right click again. Go to settings, MACD. You can change the colors. I like to swap this. So blue is when it's actually positive and the signal is red. This is kind of indicating a, so here, it's a buy, buyers are in control because the blue line is above the red line. That's just how I like to do it. And you kind of have the same thing with you can see up here with the exponential moving average. For the 15-second chart, the only indicator I have, and you can do whatever you want, but the only indicator I have is MACD. Okay, because it kind of gives me, you see there's a nice little breakout here. So that is how I set up the screen. And for the, what else have I done? So the Turbo Trader settings. So you can obviously click on any of these buttons, right? And use quantity. You can have, so stop loss and take profit only works in regular market hours. It does not work during pre-market. And the way I found using stop loss and take profit is not a guarantee anyway. So you need to be able to get out of the position fast or scale out of the position. So you take profit, when the stock is going up. When you think it's about to, break and go down again, you can sell the rest and so forth. So in here, and this, I think, so I have a lot of, you see these buttons are not even checked, right? But that doesn't mean I can't use them. So I have, this is my setup. So we have buy. So from all market order, I use Alt-1 is buy. And whatever size you want to buy. Then if you go and sell at market is Alt-3, it sells 10. So if you want to scale out, market orders again only work during regular trading hours. Then sell half of it, and then sell market all. And here's 100% quantity, 100%. It's important because if you sold out a little bit and the stock tanks, you want to get out of the whole thing quickly. The most important things for me is buying during pre-market. So during pre-market, you have to use limit orders. Limit order basically says, hey, I want to buy at a specific price. So it's a limit order, it's a quantity, then the limit price is the last price, which kind of works like if you look at the time and sales, it's this price here. So you want to buy at that price. But typically when the stock is moving fast, if you buy that price, it's already blown past it, and then you have to cancel the order, place another order, etc. So I do like offset for 1 cent. So I'm willing to, pay us 1 cent premium. And the extended hours is checked. If you do stop loss, you see you cannot do extended hours. Same thing with take profit. So if I check this, it says no. So if you that confused me in the beginning, I did this, I put a stop loss in, I didn't know anything. Then I tried placing the order, and the order is placed, but it would never get filled because it's not during extended hours. And so my buy limit orders are shift 1. I buy my position. And then I have sell limit shift 3. I scale out, same thing last price, but I don't have an offset on it. Because at this point, I'm pretty sure the stock is moving up. So I'm okay with, not paying a premium for it. Sell half of it is typically, I think the stock is not going to go down. So here again, last price -1. I'm willing to sell at all a cent loss. And limit all, again, a cent off. So I'm willing to sell for a cent cheaper than what's on the ticker. And quantity is 100%. So I don't know if any other trading platform actually has this, because I looked through a bunch of them, and you have to like sit and click through the price, enter the price, etc. So this is very, very handy. I use this even during regular trading hours. I feel like I get better fills with this than using market orders. Then we have, conversely, trying to find the one to buy. You have buy at the bid as control 1. So buy at the bid, I think, I can get a better deal. And you see this is not checked. If you check it, the button appears here, so you can actually click on it. But you don't even have to click on it. You can just add these buttons, and you pick the name, and it applies to stocks, and either buy or sell button. And then you set the hotkeys. So buy at the bid is control. The limit order is shift 1, 3, 4, 5. Buying at bid is control 1. And this will make more sense later. And then I sell at the ask, which is control 3, half, control 4, all, control 5. Okay, does this make sense? So if I click out here now, let's not buy any. I don't think I have any cash left in this account anyway. But NBY might be cheap now. And I typically use these lines to draw lines. You just go up here, or I also have a hotkey control H. So I can draw another line if I want to. But if you look at this stock now, you see none of these are linked up. So it says, SPY here, SPY here, SPY, SPY, it's all over the place. So the way to group these together is set as group, and then pick one group. So they're all grouped together. Group 1, group 1, group 1, group 1, group 1. Okay, and this is group 1. All right, so now we're all on SPY, NBY. Now we see NBY here, NBY here, NBY on the order book, and then NBY on the time of sales. The code is NBY. Here you can see the float. And you can look at the short interest and also some news. So this is what I like about Webull also. You see there's a little news here, so you can click on it directly, and you get an actual news about this stock. And this is the reason why the stock is moving. So let's let's now say I wanted to buy stocks. If I'll shift, here you get all of them. I can take off quantity settings. Shift 1, buy 50 at last. Shift 3, sell 10 at last. Shift 4, sell 25 at last. And shift 5. So all my shift are all my limit orders. So if I do, you can still click here and set the quantity yourself, but I'm working with, you know, like building up how many stocks I buy. So I'm working on 50 is kind of where I'm at, buying 50 and selling 10 at a time. If I hit control, you can see control 1, buy 50 at the bid. Control 3, sell 10 as. Control 4, sell 25. Control 5 is sell 100%. I also forgot about this. I have cancel all current stock on control Z. So if I place an order and it doesn't get filled, I can very easily control Z, cancel order. I'm trying to find if there's any stock I can actually, cheap stock I can trade. I think I got a little bit of. Let's do. All right. So this stock here, I'm going to buy, for the sake of this, I'm just going to buy one stock. So I hit control 1 to buy at the bid, shift 1 to buy at the last price, -1 cent, alt to buy at the market. Okay, so let me place a buy at the bid, control 1. And you see here's order now placed, and you know, obviously the bid prices might not happen. So if you can also take these and drag them up, and you do get this kind of confirmation dialog if you want to do it. You can also cancel them here by clicking on that. Cancel. Or I can use my keyboard shortcut Control Z and get rid of the order. So that's how I use it. Control 1, Control C very quickly. Control 1, Control C. If I really wanted to buy the stock, you know, shift 1, I'm going to get filled. Perhaps there's not a lot of volume on this stock now. And the spread, I don't know. It's odd. If you don't get filled, Control Z, you know, there I got filled in stock. And Webull shows you, you know, your P&L on that stock and the price you got in at, right? So if I wanted to get rid of, sell it, if I just, you know, want to sell, get the hell out of it, shift 5, you're going to sell all of it with a cent loss of what the price is. So it's 6.14. You have a little bit of volume coming in. I mean, this is, you know, not really traded that much. But I got a bad, you know, fill on this because of the spread now. Anyway, I bought at 6.15. So if I want to sell at so I used to shift, you see now somebody sold at 6.02. So if I sell now, I take, you know, a 10%, you know, 12%, 12 cent loss. Anyway, sell, shift 5 out of it like that. And Webull, I mean, if you do 500 shares, whatnot, it is, I never have any problems. We get it. I mean, depending on obviously if the stock, you know, has very low float and the price is extremely volatile, you know, there's no guarantees regardless of which platform. But like I've, you know, been listening to people on using Thinkorswim and the problems they have. Certain stocks you cannot buy or sell suddenly. But I never had any problem like that with Webull. Anyway, that's it. This might have been a little longer than what I anticipated, but if you have any questions, just if I need to go into more detail, I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to learn as we go. All right, you all have a good one.